Hello everyone, I am Nikita Gupta, lecturer in computer science at SSJN Subodh PG Mahila Mahavidyalaya, Rambagh, Jaipur. In this video, I am discussing the topic related to BCA Part 2, subject operating system. What is an operating system? An operating system is a system software that manages computer hardware, software resources, and provides common services for computer program. It acts as an intermediary between program and computer hardware. Some major functions of an operating system are management of memory, management of various processes, management of devices, files, security, etc. Some examples of the operating system are Microsoft Windows, Android, Mac operating system, Linux, etc. Now we discuss about first basic function of operating system, that is process management. In earlier days, only one program can be executed at a time, and that program can access all the resources of system. But now, system can load many programs into memory and execute them concurrently. Back in the dawn of computing, there was no operating system. Programs were written for a computer and those programs interacted directly with the hardware. They ran fast, they ran lean, and they could only run on that machine. This is why operating system is needed. It allows a program to run on multiple different types of hardware. Flexibility is increased and there is a greater range of scope for a particular program. If it weren't for the operating system, then computer would not be as wide as spread they are today. Now we discuss the topic process. What is a process? A process is a program that is running on your computer system. It contains program code and its activity. We can say that when we write our computer program in a text file and executes it, it becomes a process which performs all the tasks described in the program. A process is divided into 4 sections. These are stack, heap, data, and text. Now, we will discuss these 4 sections. The first section is stack. One very important part of a process is an area of memory called the stack. It is a generic data structure that works exactly like a stack of plates. Stacks are fundamental to function calls, and it is used for local variables. Next is heap. It is an area of memory that is managed by the process for on-the-fly memory allocation. This is for variables whose memory requirements are not known at the compile time. Third one is text. It comprises the compiled program code read in from the non-volatile storage when the program is launched. Last is data. It stores global and static variables allocated and initialized prior to executing main. Next is program. A computer program is a collection of instructions that can be executed by a computer to perform a specific task. It is usually written by a computer programmer in programming language. Process life cycle. The process from its creation to completion passes through various states. The minimum of states is 5. As a process executes, it changes state. Each process may be in one of the following states: start, ready, running, wait, or terminated. Now we discuss them. The first one is start, or we can say it as new. A program which is going to be picked up by the operating system into the main memory is called new process. The second state is ready. Whenever a process is created, it directly enters in the ready state, in which it waits for the CPU to be assigned. The operating system picks the new processes from the secondary memory and put all of them in the main memory. The third state is running. One of the processes from the ready state will be chosen by the operating system depending upon the scheduling algorithm. Hence, if we have only one CPU in our system, the number of running processes for a particular time will always be 1. If we have n processors in the system, then we can have n processes running simultaneously. The next state is waiting state, or we can say it as block state. From this running state, a process can make the transition to the block or wait state depending upon the scheduling algorithm or the intrinsic behavior of the process. When a process waits for a certain resource to be assigned or for the input from the user, then the operating system moves this process to the block or wait state and assigns the CPU to the other process. The last state in which a process can be is terminated, exit, or completion state. When a process finishes its execution, it comes in the termination state. All the context of the process will also be deleted. The process will be terminated by the operating system. The next topic related to process management is process control block. For each process, there is a process control block (PCB) which stores the process specific information. Specific details may vary from system to system. As we had already discussed that operating system supports multi-programming, so it is essential for an operating system to keep track of all the processes. For this task, it uses process control block. It is a data structure maintained by operating system for every process. As you all can see on the screen, there is a simplified diagram of a PCB. There is a individual identification number for each and every process. Now, we are going to discuss some points that are related to the process control block. First one is process ID. Every process is assigned with a unique ID known as processor ID or PID, which stores the process identifier. The next point it can contain is state. It stores the respective state of the process. Next is pointer. It is a stack pointer which is required to be saved when the process switches from one state to another to retain the current position of the process. Next is program counter. It stores the counter which contains the address of the next instruction that is to be executed for the process. Registers. There are various CPU registers which includes accumulator, base, general purpose registers where process need to be stored for execution for running state. Open files list. This information includes the list of files opened for a process. Accounting information. It stores the details related to the CPU utilization and execution time of a process. Thus, it can be said that process control block is the manifestation of a process in an operating system. Thank you very much.